Let's take a look at some hatchlings that are growing up. I want to give you an update, but really it's more about just comparing like newborns to what they look like after they've had a few sheds. And I'll tell you the stories behind each one. We're going to look at 4 young snakes that are about 90 days old each, all right? So stick around. What's happening, everybody? It's Adam at Proper Royals. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you tuning into the channel. I had a couple clutches earlier this year, this past season. We're on to the new breeding season now, but I'm talking about September of 2021, and it's now just a couple days before Christmas in December 2021. So these snakes are about 90 days old, and they're starting to change colors a little bit, and I thought it'd be cool to look back on kind of the newborn and initial pictures of them and compare what they look like now. So I'll tell you about 4 snakes today, and we'll just kind of hang out and do a snake video. It's been a while. I've been talking a lot about business, about marketing, about community, interaction, all that. Let's just do a good old-fashioned snake video today where everything is about the snakes. If we haven't met before, my name's Adam, and this channel is Proper Royals, and it's all about my family's journey from ball python hobbyists to ball python business. We document everything right here. All the links to our socials are down below, as well as our collection of NFTs, and we do a weekly live show, Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. You can find a link to that down below as well. So hope you join us, and if you like what you're seeing, give it a like and a subscribe. I really appreciate it. So the first snake I'm going to show you today is the only one from the second clutch, and I did a few videos about the clutches along the way, so I'll put a link. Maybe I'll even make a playlist. That's what I'll do. I'll make a new playlist, and I'll put the playlist link somewhere up here for you. And I talk a lot about the clutches in those, so I'll just give you the quick story. This first clutch was a orange dream het pied to a double het female het pied het albino. And the spoiler alert on that clutch is that I didn't hit any pieds. All of them are normal looking or orange dream, possible double het. That's it. I got skunked on that clutch. You know, that one kind of stung a little bit, especially since I only had 2 clutches this season. I had kind of a lot riding on that, but such is life, and the benefit of it is that I got this beautiful holdback from it. So I'm going to show you her. She stood out from birth from the rest of the clutch, like electric, vibrant. You know, you hear people talk about a high intensity orange dream line or expression. I'm not sure if it's a line, if it's an expression, if it's just a variance in the visual results or the phenotype of the morph. Whatever it is, this girl's got it. And I think it also gets heightened by the influence of the hets. I'm fairly confident. I say I'm confident. I don't know if I'm confident. I'm confident in saying it. We'll see what the reality is. But I think that she will prove het for pied and het for albino. So let's take a look at this girl up close. I'll show you some pictures right now of when she was a baby. You could see even from a baby she was pretty vibrant. But I think you'll agree she's even gotten more and more vibrant. So let's break her out and we'll look at her up close under the light as well. So I haven't named this girl yet, but this is her, and you could see just even from a distance those nice broad clean sides on her. Look at that. And for an orange dream, she's that clean. I mean, that tail you'd almost think was clown, right? And then you could see those tracks there. Let's look at her up close here. Let me adjust the focus real fast. Look at the contrast and the intensity of this girl, and I wish I had one of her siblings to show you, because then you would just really be able to see the difference. But she's just incredible as far as vibrancy, and she's got those nice bright orange and yellows. And what's amazing is she is actually just starting her shed cycle as well. She wants to say hello. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There she is. She's just starting her shed cycle too. She's not nearly to gray yet or to blue, but you can see, man, is she vibrant or what? So this is one holdback. It's a female, and you know, A high quality, high expression female is always worth having in the collection, in my opinion, and I'm really excited to prove her out and see what's going on and see if we can really emphasize and exaggerate in the future some of these bright traits that she has. Maybe I can work fire into there, work some Enchi into her if she's already that black and contrasted, work some Enchi into the offspring. Also the albino with that sort of intensity of Orange Dream, an albino offspring or a Candino offspring with that much OD expression would be incredible as well. I'm pretty excited about this girl, and I'm excited to hold her back. So that's the first hatchling. The others I'm going to show you are all siblings today from a whole different pairing. All right, so the second clutch I'll tell you about was from a banana het ghost to a pastel clown. So all of these are 100% het clown, and 2 of them are banana, and 1 of them is just pastel. Now, here's the thing, and you'll see in some of those other videos I go into depth explaining my conclusion, but there's something else going on. Another codom in either the mom or the dad or both. You'll see, there's just more to it than pastel and banana. And actually, I call it banana. This is technically the Coral Glow line. This little guy is a male, and look at his oranges and his whites and purples. He has gone from a very vivid orange and yellow with very little purple influence and lavender influence to this expression now, which is just incredible. I mean, look at his back. I mean, it is almost purple, and his oranges just pop. I don't know how they translate in the light, but he is orange. And his oranges are fading a little bit. I will acknowledge that. But what's interesting is that his purples have just gotten more and more purple. It's really kind of a neat thing to see what's going on with him. I mean, his purples almost look like a blackhead or a black pastel would look in a lavender or a candy, which he clearly is not. I don't think that he's black pastel or blackhead one bit. But the way that those purples are going right now, they're just getting darker and darker. And this guy's probably had 3 sheds, if I were to guess. These are all about 90 days old. That last one that we saw was actually about 80 days old. She hatched 10 days after these hatched. But look at him. And they say, now, you know, with hets, it's always a little bit of maybe old wives' tale or whatever it might be. But you see those white outlines on the bottom and the white flaming? They say that is a pretty common tell for a het clown influence, and it's very strong on this snake. And like I say, he's 100% het clown. His dad is a pastel clown. So this animal is definitely het clown. He is eating well. I'm going to weigh him here real quick. That last one is just a animal of an eater. She is at 180 grams and she's 80 days old, and he's weighing in at 160. So, you know, nothing, not shabby one bit on him, but he is a little different, a little bit less than what the other one is coming in at weighing. And he eats very well. She is just a ferocious eater, that first one. This guy eats pretty well though. And he has started to develop the classic spots of bananas and coral glows. There is one right there you can see. There's a few right there too. So he's getting his spots. My buddy Mark at 403 Fauna, which if you haven't seen or followed his channel, go check his channel out. Mark bought one of the siblings of, I believe is a female. Yes, a female that Mark picked up from me. And that one is got no spots, and it is a pastel, we believe. Maybe he's got to check. Maybe he'll chime in. That animal is yellow and lavender, no oranges like this, and vivid electric yellow with no spots. So this is a neat clutch to see in the future what's going to happen, and to follow and to stay in touch with the fellow hobbyists and colleagues. Check out 403 Fauna to see the sibling of this guy right here. Next, let's check out his sister that I held back here in the collection as well. So this little one is very, very cool. You can see from a distance already, she's quite yellow, and she has been a creamy yellow, I want to call her vanilla, but I'm not saying as in the gene, as in the actual color, like a vanilla pudding or a tapioca pudding color. Let's check out her head stamp though. And you could see that just from the head stamp, she's pretty quite clearly pastel. So she's pastel, the last one isn't. And it's possible that she's the pastel version of that last one, but her oranges are a lot more subtle. But look at that pink flaming coming up from the belly, and that is staying pretty vibrant. Her back, when she was very little, was a really vibrant brown, and now it's starting to get more and more lavender and lighting up a little bit. But like I say, those pinks and those oranges coming up from the bottom, whew, look at that, all the way down. Now she is a very stubborn eater. She does eat though, which is a blessing, thank goodness. She's quite a bit more picky, and she does not eat often. So she's at 100 grams. She's doing okay. I'm probably gonna try a few different things in her setup. Maybe add some cocoa. I usually only use newspaper, but I might add a little cocoa. They seem, hatchlings seem to really like that. And I might try her in a different spot on the rack. And I just moved her into a little bit of a bigger tub. She was always kind of antsy in that little tub, and she seems like she's settling in, but I'm gonna give her another week and just keep an eye on her and really just try and get to know this girl. But again, her colors are really maintaining quite nice. Those browns are going to lavenders. And you see the sides, she's still got kind of the alien heads, but they're turning into like toast pieces coming up out of the toaster with like toasts with eyes, you know? What do you think is in the parents? Aside from pastel, my thought is that the clown, you know, what's often the most obvious is the correct answer. I'm thinking the clown probably has some blade in it, which is what is possibly contributing to the oranges. And I think also there's some vanilla or fire complex floating through one of the parents as well, which may very well be the mom. You know, the mom, the banana washed out colors of the adult bananas really makes the patterns hard to see and the color definition as they get older. But I'm interested to see what happens with these, because these are such vividly different looking bananas than I'm used to seeing. So I'm really excited about these. I would show you both the parents, but they're actually both breeding right now. So, I've put up pictures along the way of showing what they are. It'd be fun to show off together, but like I say, they are paired up and breeding as we speak right now. So one more to show you, and she's a different story altogether. So look at this little beauty. This one is a sibling of the two that we just looked at. She has been a tough customer. She has become a holdback because I can't sell her because she doesn't eat. And I've come to really like this girl. I'm gonna work hard with her. I've come to see a real beauty in working with her and caring for her and nurturing her. She's gonna make it, I think, if she'll learn how to eat. I've always had to assist feed her, and she's now up to 60 grams. When she was born, she was only right around 35 or 40 grams, and she never, like I say, she has never taken her own meal. She's a sweet thing. She is a pastel, and otherwise she's a het clown, and I don't see any of those other gene influences that we were talking about. Although, look at the spotty kind of sides. And I think it's just the pastel influence, the pastel jumbling it up. She does have some of those like toasty looking alien heads that might be just het clown influence, or, I'm not sure. But we're gonna work with her, get her to come around, and I can't wait to grow her up. And what a success story it'll be if she ever does make it as a breeder. But I also am looking for the success story of her making it as a viable animal that will live a happy and sustainable life. And that's the challenge with breeding. These do happen, and you gotta take on the responsibility of it. All of my snakes survived this year. All of my eggs hatched healthy. I've never had to, cull an animal or anything like that. I know that those things do happen when there's deformities, but I wouldn't cull an animal just because I didn't think that it wasn't sellable or it was a burden to raise up or something. So none of these snakes have names, and none of them that we have that I've shared with you today. So if you got ideas for names, let me know. Chuck and Anna from Cosmic Serpents suggested one name for my first snake that I think I might go with. I like it. Isabella is what they said. I think Isabella is quite a nice name, and that is of course a beautiful animal. But the other three, I'm looking for 2 female names and 1 male name. Feel free to leave ideas in the comments of what you would name them. Check out these videos. They'll tell you about our progress from family hobby to family business. Thanks for watching. See ya!